One, I wanted to let you know that I received an update from Venkat this morning, and Venkat was working on the UDP support. And so he was letting me know that he's presenting at OCP Tech Talk today. So he'll miss this meeting, but he feels with respect to UDP support, he feels he's done with the code. So he's waiting for test infrastructure to commit the code. He said he was going to wait a week or else he'll go ahead and commit. And then he also said he's still working on fragmentation support, and he'll be able to give us an ETA at the end of this week. So that's where Venkat is on his items.
Okay, and I also provided my update earlier this week, Christina.
That's right.
Yeah. So I incorporated, in the last meeting, we went through the review of the PR, and as per the feedback that was received, I made the requested changes or required changes.
Table, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then I have basically, pushed the changes into the same PR, and just now waiting for the feedback. So hopefully, if Marian can, is okay with it, then we can merge the change. We can merge the changes then.
Yeah, let me get to that one here real quick, honey. There we go. Okay. And I need to look up the PR. I'm still not super well versed. Number 88.
No, I think it's 97, right? Isn't it?
Oh, 97. Let's do 97.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. And my dog just escaped outside. I have to run get him, but I'm going to pull this up quick. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. Thank you. So joint table, our conversation last week, and then requested a review from Marian and Prince. So you guys go ahead and talk for a second while I grab my dog.
Yeah. So, Marian, I'm not sure whether you got a chance to take a look at the recent changes. So if you could please, give your feedback on it, and then we can proceed with, the next step.
Yeah, so two things about that. First, I remember it was the only thing that I requested to change. So I believe I can approve that. I will review it, of course, but I think that it will get an approval right away. But another thing is I was working on my testing infrastructure. There were a few things that went into the behavioral model just to make it compile right away. So the thing is that since the testing infrastructure is a bigger pull request, I would like to merge this first and then proceed with the next ones.
Yeah, that'll be great. They'll help me with basically not do the rebase again and then do it. So yeah, appreciate it. Thank you. Yep.
I'm gonna grab my mouse. Okay. Great. Thanks, honey.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, and I believe we had a date May 19th. So May 19th is this connection tracking and simulator. Do we have something to talk about today, Marian, on the simulator?
Not yet. Work is still in progress. We submitted a proposal to the P&A community that will help us support connection tracking. But that's it. We'll wait for the feedback. As soon as it's there, we will publish our connection tracking based on P&A.
I actually attended the P4 meeting this last Monday, and I put Keshav's question in front of Andy and the P4. Did anyone else go to that?
No, I didn't have an invitation, by the way. There was slight misalignment there.
That's okay. It comes from Andy, and I'm trying to remember exactly what they said. Maybe I made notes. Sorry.
Christina, I was there. I can
I
give an
did
update.
make notes. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so Marian, I think the conversation was around, we have a flow table where the learning happens. And the connection rate supported by the hardware may be different than the line rate of the traffic. And the discussion was when the learn happens, as part of the learn policy, we would like to apply a policer for a given VM traffic, and that is to achieve the fairness across the VM traffic. Okay.
Yeah.
So one was the fairness as a connection rate, and other was fairness as the available resource. So that is the max number of entries VM can occupy in a flow table. So that was the discussion. I think there was a suggestion by Andy that we will have some n number of bits for a policy profile that can be derived for a given flow learning connection. And based on that policy profile, I think that's the semantics of it in the P4 program is still being worked out, but that was the gist of the discussion. Back to you, Christina.
Okay.
Well, I'm just trying to put it together. I took a lot of notes here, and this was more the conversation about, well, we could do this, or we could do that, or we could do this other thing. And then Alan Lowe had something, more questions, and so is Andy here today? Anyway, we can thank you for the summary there, and then I guess we can reach out to Andy or wait for P4 P&A. So thank you. And I hope this answers Keshav's questions. He's in India, so he might not be able to attend in person here.
Yeah, so Christina, this was Jay, by the way. Sorry.
What's that?
This is Jay.
Jay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. You guys have a similar sounding voice, and I need to put up 2 screens so that I can see who's talking. Let me do that real quick. Okay, I'll put this screen on. I'm running a second monitor today, so I'll do that. Thank you. Okay. So I'll go ahead and put Venkat's updates in there. And is there something else you guys want to talk about today?
So I want to ask everyone to review the testing infrastructure pull request, the one that introduces SCI library implementation so we can configure the simulator. There is a lot of changes, but I think like the best way to do it is just to switch to that branch, just clone it and try it out yourself. There are steps in ReadMe described what needs to be done.
Okay, which ReadMe? In the behavioral model ReadMe or?
So let me send you a link 1 second.
Okay, or you can present if you like, or I can.
I'll just quickly send the link.
Okay. .108. Here.
Yeah, pull request is 108, and this is the README that I'm talking about.
This one?
No. I just posted a link in the chat.
Got it.
Yeah.
Pipeline README, got it.
Right, yeah. So this is just a few steps, and it's supposed to work without any issues. I want to make sure that this is compatible across different environments. I saw a few people complaining that the simulator couldn't add the interfaces. That's because Docker was changed to run from the same user, and the simulator needs to be still run from sudo. So there is a slight difference, but I fixed that, so you shouldn't encounter any issues at this point. So here is, just make sure that you will rebuild the Docker. That's the first step. Then you can build all of the pipeline related stuff like the P4 and the SCI, and also build the test. And then there are steps to run them.
I think in the notes last time I had tried to capture what you said about, rebuilding Docker, make Docker. If you've run it before, you'll need to do this.
Yeah, so this
is
ReadMe has all the steps needed.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So if anyone can try this out and give me feedback.
Sounds good. It's pretty quiet. So did anyone else have Q&A, questions and answers or anything? So it sounds like everyone's on mute. We don't have any questions or answers. Anything else for today then, guys?
I think we're good. I will review pull requests by Mohammed and Venkat.
Okay, sounds good. I was just gonna look in the PRs that I had. Let's see, James. Okay, I think that's what we need to do. So
yeah.
Okay. Looks like Chris is in the lobby again. I don't know why that is.
Maybe he dropped.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to stop the recording now real quick. And